Okay. Okay, now it's working. Good morning. Starting off the day broken. That's good. I assume there's been no music playing that whole time as well. Because why would there be? Mondays. Good morning, everyone. I think we grinded enough to actually up the Uragons a little bit. Oh, we need 61. We have 300. Yeah, we're good. 251 out of 307 for the next. 56 more. Easy game. We are well and truly stuck into the Caphra grind now. We have quite a road ahead of us. We need 26 gear score. And 25,000 caphras or something. Something crazy. I did a little bit of off-stream Gyen. And by a little bit, I mean like 2 hours over the weekend, and that's all I got. I did try Striker. It really did not go well, I will say. Went horribly bad, in fact. Striker just doesn't have like the HP regen that Scholar does, so had a rough time with it. It did not last very long before it died. It died like twice in 4 minutes, I think, because it just doesn't recover HP at all. So I think Striker's probably going to be a no-go. At least for Gyen. We're very close to 63 though, which is interesting. I think I might have taken the daily after the time yesterday. So I probably can't take the daily today. Yep. That's all right. Ooh, almost died right there. So many people. Gyen must be popular or something, man. I've actually been grinding this spot a lot. Though it looks like there's somebody here too. Yep. This seems like the least popular spot, but it still has a lot of people. Gyen's just a busy place. Oh, we got a new percent TR bracket from that. So we're at 28. We were definitely at 27% before. Sir. Sir. If you could not. Sir? Okay. This one looks open, actually. So I guess we'll just go. sir. Jeez. I think I might not use a frenzy this time. I'll probably save those for classes that need them. But I've been grinding without either lately, without a food buff or a frenzy on Scholar, and it's been going okay. Alright, let's get going here. I also have left my AP artifacts on the whole time, so it's been going well enough to do that. I guess the future at Gyen is a little bit unclear, because a lot of the classes that we get aren't going to have HP regen. That did not take me far enough there. So I worry about some classes grinding here with my gear. I guess ideally we would just get enough DP to be comfortable before we had to worry about it, but I don't know. I also got 17.5k trash without food buffs and stuff. Just yesterday, so it went pretty good. Where's your house buff? Yeah. I was actually thinking about house buffs, and then I was like, wait a minute, I'd have to go get a head. I'd have to get a hunting head. It's gonna take like days. Just the 3 from the Thieves Encyclopedia took me 2 days, I think. That would have been rough. And then you get like, what, 10 charges or something? Hardly seems worth it. For some reason, Scholar just does really well because all the HP regen and stuff, but not Striker, man. I tried on Striker. Didn't happen. We may have to like also do Thornwood or something just on the class that isn't Scholar, unless we get like Guardian or something. How does Zerker perform here at Gyen? Awakening Zerker would do quite well. Succession Zerker would be kind of like lower mid, but okay still. Gyen is like not a spot that's really class limited, it's mostly like spawn limited. So a lot of the classes perform identically. It is the most balanced grind spot in the game currently. Because of that fact, like, most of your time is spent on spawns and not so much like killing. So all the classes are very close to each other. Even bad classes can do well here. And this is way easier with a food buff.
Hello
they
there.
die really fast.
Just followed.
Seekdar, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Hello. Easy game. Good old Iron Man doing pretty good. Did a little bit off stream Gyen. Like, I don't have a ton of like time on the weekend, but I did do 2 hours, I think, across the 2 days, which is like virtually nothing, but got a couple hundred caphras anyway. It went okay. I did it without a food buff and stuff, and it was totally fine. This weight stuff, man. I probably run to my horse like half a dozen times an hour. It's pretty crazy. The thing I don't like about this spot is the position of the butcher when he spawns, because he's up on this hill. How much AP DP minimum to grind here? AP, you want to be like 289. DP, if you really know the mechanics super well, which I'm guessing that you don't because you're asking, you can go lower, but probably like 380 if you don't know the mechanics. You're gonna die anyway. Like, even at 380, you're gonna die if you don't know what you're doing. But you'll have to spend the time to learn. That's the only way you're gonna know. So if you take the time to learn. Broke my fleet payroll. I bought that 2+2 box. Have 17k pearls. I haven't bought anything with them. Interesting. Look at all the stuff I have no idea what to buy. Yeah, like you really want to get permanent upgrades, I would say, rather than temporary stuff. But what those will be is a little bit, I guess, situational depending on you as a person. The tent, but I want to use a coupon for that, not paying full price. Are you gonna have a coupon? I guess you could wait for a coupon. Messed up my combo there. Almost died. I don't know like when the next coupon's gonna be realistically, but it's not like the pearls are gonna go away. You could very well wait. Waiting for a coupon? Yeah. Probably a good plan. Is it worth using Agris here? No. You'll burn through your Agris like really, really fast. And you won't get very much trash loot as a result. No worries. No Agris lasts forever at Highland, does it? Is that just the nature of the way it works? I guess there's still kind of a lot of mobs though, right? Hmm. Hey, it's going pretty good. So I think what we might do actually, since this is going to be like a problem moving forward, is we might just do 2 hours at Gyen and then go do an hour at Thornwood on the tag class. For as long as the tag class is something that doesn't have a ton of like HP regen. I think that would be a good way to approach it. That way we're not just like abandoning the tag class as well. Because otherwise we would have to, right? And I'm sure I could find people that would be willing to leech some of the scrolls to help me get through them.
Hello there.
Messeng just followed.
Miss Sang, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Uh-oh, they found the tangia. Everyone hide. There'll be a video later today talking about the future of the channel. Future content, I suppose, would be like a more appropriate descriptor. How's the Caphra grind? Slow, man. Very slow. We have many hours to go. We're getting there, though. We gained 1 gear score today. Counts for something. Probably will gain a 2nd gear score as well after this hour. And we might also get enough money to make a duo attempt at the Fallen God, which would be nice. Two gear score in 1 day. Yeah, it's kind of a big deal at this point. And it'll probably be close to the last time we'll be able to do that outside of the Fallen God enhancing, so.
Hello there.
Neve Cutie just followed.
Name, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. You guys are going crazy this morning. We just went live. Another butcher, okay. Really don't like these stairs, man. Finally caught a stream, so I didn't take an afternoon nap. Naps are good for you. Tungradnik, okay. Don't need that, but what are you gonna do? What do you say is a good bail stack for Pen Black Star? Like 220, 230. Pretty solid stack right in between there. Got tilted trying to figure out my next step in gear progression. Think it's just going to be 30 hours of Katuga. Katuga's a good spot. I quite like Katuga, personally. $214 should be good then. Yeah, it'll be okay. Like, it's not ideal or anything, but I wouldn't try and push it first. I would just go ahead and start using that. Should give you like a 5-ish% or something. Maybe a little over 5%. Man, this is a lot easier with a food buff. They actually like die really fast. Musa just feels horrible there though. Guardian Sleep there. Gonna have to renew my Disney Plus sub to get through it. Oh. I guess the like pulse skill on Musa is too long of a cooldown, right? I don't know why it's not spammable. That doesn't really make a ton of sense to me. Just watch all the Star Wars. There you go. .48. That's not too bad. You have like what a 23 average or something. That's probably manageable. It's like a second or two too long of cooldown, just feels awkward. Yeah, I kind of like felt that same way, honestly, in the Histria. It should just be spammable like Lon's. Lon's pulse skill is just as big, and it's like you can spam it an unlimited number of times. I need to rush that and Black Star, just do whenever enough counts. That's a good plan for sure. And definitely what I recommend. Just passively work on it until the point where you do like need it as your next upgrade, and then you will have already made a number of attempts on it. They've been giving out so many crons lately as well, so probably have a free couple attempts already. One there for the Awakening Tet, so I don't think I'll even use it at Katuga to feel the effects. Like the Awakening Black Star, or... Katuga also has like a weird like AP compression kind of thing. It just feels weird. 2 attempts in a week? That's crazy. That poorly? It's no worries. I'm trying to interpret. You guys will have to keep an eye on the YouTubes today after stream. Got some interesting stuff going up today and probably Wednesday. Going to be a very exciting week. And then I think probably Friday stream, you guys will want to catch for sure. First, it has to be at the other end of the thing. Good. Maybe I should start popping XP buffs while we're here. And actually, like, make some progress on levels. We have been going up pretty fast, though. I'll stay in this spot, game. Thank you. There goes the grind. Slow, man. It's gonna be quite a long grind here. We'll get there, though. A little bit at a time. Keep chipping away. So crank it out. It won't be too bad. So just go to Fogan's afterwards, do some DP cup upgrades, and then Gyen. You can do DP cup upgrades? Oh, DP and cup upgrades. Okay, I see what you're saying. That'll be very interesting. Have you grinded Gyen before? I quite like Gyen. It's very comfy. Hey yo, big boy. I've been watching all your videos for the past week from the beginning. Astonishing grind you've done for the inspiration. Hey, appreciate you watching. Glad you're enjoying them. More to come. This week will be a very interesting week for the YouTube. Definitely want to keep an eye out. Video later today and then another one probably on Wednesday. You'll want to keep an eye out for those for sure. It's considering doing paddocks, or it's not that bad. Since the GVG release, all the tanky shies need rings. Yeah, it's like, it's good if you enhance the rings, assuming they're still max price, but if you don't enhance the rings, it's not that great. So it's kind of like up to you and how you like to approach the game.
Voided just followed.
Dot Voided, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Eventually all that stuff's gonna crash though. It's inevitable. It's on Awakening Wizard, so it'd be interesting when I don't have full SA on every skull. You don't really get CC'd here, so it won't really change anything. I think the only thing that can CC you is the Butcher, right? And he can like knock you down or whatever it is. So I don't think you'll notice a difference between like a wizard and something else. Man, I can't always get behind that guy with my jump. Sometimes doesn't put me behind him. Just have to adjust the angle of attack there, I think. Currently waiting for the rest of my Blackstone armor. Blackstone armor for what? Oh, weapons. There you go. Okay. I was very confused for a minute. Hopefully they combine those soon so that it'll be a little bit more accessible. With that said, since the release of the second Jatina, I've grinded like more than 15,000 weapon stones, so I feel like if you were to just go out to an Elvia spot, you can actually make some pretty aggressive progress on that yourself. And make some good money in the process as well. Or even Gyen, places like that would be really good for it. First few trips, probably just bring Guardian until I get comfy. Yeah, for sure. As you see, I'm confused about myself too.
Waysay Hochi just subscribed with Prime. Hello Mr. Iron Man, I see the challenge is almost done, keep it up.
Hey Waysay, thank you so much for the Prime. We are making some aggressive progress, yep. The problem is that the end is going to be much slower than the rest of it, so we have like 250 hours at least of Gyen and stuff. So keep an eye on the YouTube, man. We got some interesting stuff coming up soon. Very interesting stuff. Chilling Gyen with Usa. Yeah, you should be getting like 150 weapon stones an hour, something like that. Pretty good amount, so you'll get there. Watch most of YouTube these days. Just pass by to drop the Prime. I sure appreciate that. The videos are a little bit more accessible time-wise, so totally understand. It's nighttime, great. That's scary. I've actually noticed that without a food buff and a frenzy and stuff, I don't even get 100 caphras an hour. It's like 90 something, which is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. We're gonna be spending like a lot of time without those things, so might slow it down a little bit. This guy likes to slide forward. Oh. That was scuffed. See, grinding caphras, yep. We need like 25,000. as a rough guess. Not that rough of a guess, but like a ish. It's gonna be a long road. Should take like 4 months of Caphra grinding, basically. We should have definitive plan. Yeah. The problem is like the content side of things gets a little bit complicated. So I also have a solution to that. Keep an eye on the YouTube for sure. Later today and on Wednesday, I think, will be very interesting videos. Sidetrack the main account things? Nah. I just don't have any goals for the main account, you know? There's nothing in the game I really want to do that I like can't on an Iron Man, you know? I guess maybe I'm just like bored of the conventional loop of the game. Which is why I started an Iron Man in the first place, right? Wish they add new content, not in-game demo hunt. Well, I mean, grind spots aren't content either, so, like, what are they gonna add realistically? They would need to add, like, a repeatable dungeon of some sort, or some kind of game mode, like, Savage Rift, something like that. How do you actually make the chandelier and beds and traps? Those are things I'm missing from my Dev channel. So the chandeliers and beds you can just buy from vendors. You need amity with those vendors, but if you just wave at them for a little bit, you'll get plenty enough amity. Same thing with chairs in that way. The traps you make in a siege workshop. There's one in Heidel that I used. And you just get a couple of materials and then you craft them really quick. But the chandeliers and stuff you just buy from vendors. There's 3 vendors. There's one in Velia, one in Altanova, and one in Calphion. And yeah, you just buy them. It should tell you, like if you go to Grumpy Green Cricket and you look up the Dev Encyclopedia, it should tell you exactly which vendors have them. And all that as well.
Ryuichi Riku just subscribed for 4 months.
Ryuichi, thanks for the resub. You got Pen Blackstar today? Holy, congrats, man. That is huge. Easy Pen Blackstar. I can't believe it. Good for you, man. Use the marketplace for most of it, pre-ordered and waited. It takes way longer to order it from the market. It's like, it's really not that bad to just buy it from the vendors. After 30, I stopped counting. Deserved. Definitely deserved. How's your grandma going? Pretty good. We've made kind of a lot of progress, to be honest. We're in the 670s now for gear score, so really going crazy. Scholar's more main hand or awakening. The way Scholar works is it uses both, so it's both. It's an ascension class, so your main hand skills, they flow into awakening skills, so you really do need both. It's not more one or the other, it's both. Now take away the feel-good mode for everyone. Vert did his 86 tap on offhand Black Star, still haven't got pen. Somebody's got to pay for all the RNG, man. All those one tappers from the Calpheon Ball. Somebody's got to pay for that. Tried Giants, really can't grind there yet. Need a bit more AP and DP. I'm not sure what your gear looks like, but like 289, 360 should be totally fine there. I went a little bit earlier on the DP and it was fine, but buy your gear unless you want your name on it, yeah. Always recommend purchasing. Nighttime is the worst time. Blue, okay. Thanks for paying for my gear, yeah. 289, 349 on lawn. Do you run simple cron? Because you should be able to make it happen. Your AP is plenty, and I was at 341 without a food buff doing just fine, so you should be able to do it. The bosses might be a little bit scary, but you should be able to make it happen. Worst case, you gotta run a frenzy or something, which you could just buy from the market, so. You have like no frontal guards on lawn, you shouldn't need them. You should kill them plenty fast enough at 289 to not need that. And a frenzy should more than take care of you. Get melted once I do the purple circle. Are you standing in the middle of them? Because you should be like dashing to the outside of them so that they're not surrounding you. You have a very quick like side dash thing. Or you can use your spin move to get out of them, but you shouldn't be like in the middle of them. They shouldn't all be hitting you. Hey, Stroke. It's going pretty good. Ticking away at it, you know. We probably have like 247 hours left of Gyen. Some crazy amount. But I think we need like 56 caphras to get C4 boots, and then I'll start working on the helmet again. Get that to C10. So we're gonna be chipping away at it. Just get another disto and pen bags and come back. Yeah, it's totally up to you. Like, grind where you want to grind, you know what I mean? But I definitely feel like you could do it if you really wanted to. But it's not going to be, like, so much better money that you should be, like, really forcing yourself to do something you don't enjoy. Especially with the despairs being so crashed. Good, but I don't really want to think that much while grinding. Yeah, fair enough. I'm a big believer in being brain dead. Sometimes I want to think, but... Whoops. Messed that up really hard. None of those skills that I just used were in the correct order. Not a single one of them. Chose lawn. Brain is meant to be smooth and shiny. Yeah, there you go. Take the polisher to it once a day, you know what I mean? Forgot which spot is good for Yona's. The marketplace? Basically any of them, Zephyr. But probably like Kadri, because you're gonna get a lot of rings. But any of the Valencia spots would be totally fine. Also, like Ronaros would be good, because you can melt those for Yona's. Also, like History of Achman would be okay, because you can melt that stuff for Yona's. Same with Tortuga. Amity NPC trick you talked about is golden. It's the last AP I'm missing. I've been missing it for the past 4 weeks. Yeah, I just wave at them. I can't be bothered to do the whole Amity thing. I just wave. Man, we are taking some damage, holy. Trees too, I think. Not so much trees, because you don't get very many belts. But if you are somebody that does get a lot of belts, which, like, you just be getting lucky, then it could work. But realistically, the market is going to be your best bet. Any of the yellow accessories, like the Valencia yellow accessories that you can buy. Trying a new account and I want to speedrun it. Interesting. That should be a good time. I'm really considering making the next challenge on EU, because I think that would be a good time. Also, it means that we could actually like make a Vel spawn if I could ever get a boat. We could make a Vel spawn. So we'd probably, it's on Wednesday, so it'd probably be like 2 hours of grinding, and then we'd go out to Vel on Wednesdays on the new account. The rest of the spawns for bosses, though, pretty awful. Like the normal boss spawns, not good. So it'd be harder to go to the normal bosses, I think. But we could make Vel occasionally. Speedrun what? Presumably like gear score or something, I don't know. Foggy you, it's very possible. Finally caught one of your streams. Good morning. Hello. Is that Basil Garrard? How's it going? Started 60 days ago and now I got 288p. Jeez, man. You've been going hard. Learn from you? I don't know about all that. You learned what not to do from me, maybe. You unemployed? Where do you get free time for that? 5 hours a day and then sleep? It's definitely like a doable number of hours, I think, for a conventional person. I think it's just like a lot easier to get gear now, honestly. They basically give you 2 pen rings. You make like $1 bill an hour off the rip, so you know, 40, maybe 50 hours gets you a couple of distos. It's just not that hard anymore. Man, we're gonna hit 63 this week. It's crazy. Taking your path, disto. Pre-order and go hard on the armors, yeah. Be interesting. It's definitely a lot easier than it once was, which is a good thing. Making the game more accessible for new people is definitely a positive thing. Whoops. I still think there should be like a reason for people to gear up, but I do think that it should be easier to get to like a break point that's relevant. Makes a ton of sense to me. 8th anniversary coupon's pretty good. I haven't even looked at any of that stuff. Like it's just not relevant to me, so I just don't care, you know. You only have to get one furniture dealer to 1K Amity. The one that you get to the Amity level is based on what they sell, so you would need all I think 2 of them are 500. I could be wrong. You'll have to look at their shop and see. Because it doesn't cost, like it doesn't take away all 500 Amity or all 1000 Amity when you buy the item. It only takes away a few. So if they have 2 things that they sell, as far as the beds are concerned. I think there's only... I don't even know that you need Amity for the chandelier guy. I could be wrong, but I don't think you do. It's been a little bit since we did it, but... be good if nighttime would end. I would like that very much. Maybe we'll get some XP buffs going next hour. See if we can get 63 today. Probably not. Oh, we might get close. I also watched some ranger videos yesterday. Some pretty interesting stuff. I feel pretty set on ranger. Though if we aren't set on ranger, it's going to be like a huge pain to roll off of ranger. Okay, 3 minutes, we gotta stay focused. I did not get a coffee maker. I gotta do something about that. I keep having this problem. I think it's because I go to bed too late. Because I'm trying to like squeeze in some grind time or something. So I try to like squeeze in an hour, hour and a half or something. And it never works. I always get to bed super late. By the way, would any of you guys on NA be willing to occasionally leech some like Vicious Fang scrolls if I were to accumulate some of them? You wouldn't need to bring your own. I don't want to solo them. It would take forever. If I can get like a group to leech them so that we can get through them, I think that would be good. Sure, okay. Because like the tag classes probably are not going to have much success at Gyen. I know I tried Striker. I really tried Striker. And he just doesn't have HP regen, so I'm not going to be able to do the Striker at Gyen. And I think it's a little bit unfair to just not play the tag class. So I will have to do Thornwood or something. even if it's marginally slower, even if it takes us 300 hours instead of 250. I think we should be fair to the tag class. Jeez. I'm sure some of them will be able to do Gyen, but we need something with a lot of HP regen. Just FYI, Nova is pretty good at Gyen. I don't get to choose though. Also, do I want to learn Nova? I don't know. I guess if we get it, we'll have to. But it's, for me, like it's not about what's good. It's purely HP regen. Purely HP regen. So, because I'm not gonna have frenzies for the thing. You talking Suck Nova as well? Because I feel like Suck Nova would do okay here. $18 hours of Suck Nova, it's decent. Still, that's far less than Awakening. Yeah, for sure. I brought Striker here. Popped a tent buff and everything else, and just took a huge amount of damage. I was down to like 10% HP. Killed the pack, recovered like not even half my HP when I started the next one, and then the next one killed me. Plus, all of his movement like does damage, so it activates the other towers, like the wrong towers. So I'd have to literally just hold W between packs, which is so awful. Way more survivable than Awakening Nova though, so got that going for it. We'd probably have to do Succession. Realistically, I need survivability. If we got enough DP though, I could probably get away with just an HP add-on. But we don't quite have the DP yet. But Scholar works well because it has a ton of HP regen on its skills, so it's like having a frenzy without having a frenzy. Oh, that's like well past our hour. Got distracted. Got distracted. 19k? Probably 18 and a half if we didn't go too far past. Okay, let me grab a drink, I guess, and then we will get our boots to C4, and then we'll do another hour. And then we'll probably go to... And we'll go to, probably Thornwood or something. But let me grab a drink real quick, and I'll be right back. We have returned. Should be an easy C4, and then we'll take a peek at the helmet. We're getting so much money as well. Like, we haven't even grinded that much, and we already have like 2 bill or something. It's so crazy to me. Okay. There's C4 on the boots. 390 DP, that's so crazy. Alright. Now the helmet. 456 till C6, that's not bad. Must have dumped some caphras in there already. We now have more DP on this account than I do on my main account. But I have double disto on the main account, so kind of makes sense, I guess. Oh, I need a 10 buff. What am I doing? It's with, like, to be fair, it's with double narc, and my main has double disto, and it's at 388, I think, with double disto, but what are you gonna do? It definitely has less AP, though, by a lot. Oops, I forgot to start recording. We're gonna die. This is the main account now. It feels like it, man. I've spent way less money on this account than the other one, though. By that, I mean I've spent nothing on this one. I don't know what it is about the main account. Like, I can't get excited for things on it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just over the conventional accounts. I really enjoy the Iron Man concept a lot. Almost died right there. Every single skill I use just gives me HP back, which is so crazy to me. They talk about Zerker being sustainable, but I don't know, man. Guardian and Scholar basically have a permanent frenzy on. Wouldn't be so bad if crons were such a pain to get for a reasonable price. They're not that bad, honestly. Like, it does kind of suck to do vendor crons, but at the end of the day, it's not that bad. I've croned just about everything, and the most money I've ever made in an hour is 400 mil. So for somebody that can actually sell items on the market, you make a bill an hour, you know what I mean? So 3 hours for you is 1,000 crons, which is not that bad. You like reliving the beginning of the game? Totally understandable. I think it's just, I think the real reason is that it forces me to go get the stuff that I want. On my main account, I lived in Kortuga. I never left Kortuga until Nagas came out, Elvia Nagas, and then I lived at Nagas. I never left Nagas. That was my whole game. That was the whole experience for me. From 600 gear score to like 680 or whatever, 690, whatever it is. That was my whole game. And with an Iron Man, the longest I've been anywhere was Giants or Histria, one of the two. Just to get the thing that we needed. It forces me to experience more of the game, and I think that's really fun. There's no real reason to experience the game on a conventional account. Let me pop some XP buffs, actually. I want us to do a little bit of XP. We're at 92.2. Let me do, one of them. Seems to be the only scroll I can see immediately in my inventory. Don't think I could ever do an Iron Man. Let's get max gear score then maybe. So this just hands you max gear score and then you could be an Iron Man? I don't know, man. Doesn't that like defeat the whole point? It's about the journey. Gotta enjoy your time in this game. Hey Yurito, how's it going? That's why Archer would be the next character for the next challenge. Thrill of getting one hit anytime. It won't be Archer, no. I'm thinking Ranger. Looked up some Ranger stuff and it seems very cool. Very complex as a class, which I like a lot. Oh man, almost died right there. It is squishier though than the classes that we're playing now, for example. So it'll be a little bit more complicated, but I do Iron Man if you give me a tent. Why not just add that to your rules? Iron Man, but with a tent. And get yourself a tent. There's nothing that says you can't do that. The Iron Man concept is just that you can't use the market. There's nothing in it that says that it has to be free to play or anything like that. Which I think is a little bit lost in translation across BDO, because most of the Iron Men in BDO have chosen to be free to play. It's not that it has to be free to play, it's just that they've chosen that. But that's not part of the Iron Man, that's just something people have naturally chosen.